Want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth and like its Facebook page and know the truth. You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth and like its Facebook page and know the truth.
All right, so welcome to another episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Just trying to share this on X here, and then we'll get going here. Share the YouTube link here. We're going to discuss the Lions getting Zach Cunningham at linebacker. That I think they'll need more linebacker help, plus what it means for Alex Anzalone. He's not happy with his contract and what the Tigers need ahead of the trade deadline. I'll explain that in just a bit. But right now, Zach Cunningham, as I just mentioned, was acquired by the Lions. Of course, from the Denver Broncos, the Lions correspondingly waived linebacker Abraham Beauplan. Of course, as I highlight this all here on NFL.com, and I'm going to present this to you in a sharing screen. So there we go. Zach Cunningham signed with Detroit, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported. Per a source, Cunningham is 30 years old. He played 7 games for the Broncos in 2024 after starting 10 games for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2023 when they were defending their Super Bowl championship, or the NFC championship, rather. Eagles recently won the Super Bowl. The former second-round pick led the NFL in tackles in 2020 with the Texans. So I wanted to show you Zach Cunningham real fast if I can. I need the I'm going to need the stats here. Trying to look for it again. I'm going to share the screen yet again. Recent games, huh? There we go. Now we got all the stats career-wise. Of course, a lot of stats, of course. His first 5 seasons with the Houston Texans, he averaged like 135 to 140 total tackles with the Houston Texans. of course, and then the Tennessee Titans, it just didn't work out for him in Tennessee. Just 4 games played and then 6 games played in 2021 and 2022. And then the Eagles, he found his form again, 13 games, 85 tackles, well, sort of. And then the Denver Broncos, 7 games, just 4 tackles total, 2 solo and 2 assists, 2 assisted. So 3 of his last 4 seasons, he apparently got injured. So this apparently some may argue that he's injury prone and it's not a good signing for him. It's just but the Lions organization might have found something within Zach Cunningham from the past. Either way, it's at least a depth piece. But I want to show you an article on what it means for Zach Anzalone. Anzalone did miss much of last season due to an arm injury. He has been a vital part of this Lions defense. He is their top linebacker, in my eyes, at least. So Cunningham, of course, there are the stats again. Injuries have played a big part in Cunningham's recent struggles, as I pointed out just minutes ago. Started just 20 games in the past 4 seasons, playing just 10 total between 2021 and 2022 due to injuries. Yep. I nailed it on the head. And as I pointed out before, the corresponding move of the Cunningham signing, waiving Abraham Beauplan at linebacker most of his time on the Lions and Vikings practice squads. But by no means would the Lions rather have Cunningham in the starting lineup instead of Anzalone, but they have to prepare for the worst. Anzalone doesn't end up playing in the event that Anzalone doesn't end up playing week 1 for the Lions. They will potentially be without 3 of their top 4 linebackers to start the season yet again. And Malcolm Rodriguez is still recovering from his ACL injury. Derek Barnes is coming off an MCL and PCL injury and should be back for week 1. They're not quite a sideline report is not quite sure about that. They haven't gotten confirmation yet, but Anzalone finds himself in a potential holdout. And that's why he's not participating in the organized team activities with the Lions. So the Lions need to find a way to keep Anzalone in Detroit. So this right here is just the trips to Green Bay, Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Kansas City on the horizon. Those are just the the road games on the Lions regular season schedule in 2025 to 2026. So Anzalone, I know you're thinking Anzalone didn't make any visits to any other NFL organization yet. Anzalone is still waiting for a new contract with the Detroit Lions, and that's all we know. But you never know what could happen. He could sign with the Lions. He can sign with another team. Still 50-50. So that's pretty much all there is for me to point out. Of course, for Zach Cunningham and Alex Anzalone. So Zach Cunningham could be either a backup linebacker or a reserve linebacker. He could probably try out in the Lions Lions 4 preseason games, including the Hall of Fame game against the Los Angeles Chargers. The Hall of Fame game does not count. It's not a regular season game. So, again, Alex Anzalone not happy with his contract, but he's in a holdout. It's going to take some time, of course. And then we got the Tigers' needs ahead of the trade non-waiver trade deadline, of course. But I want to get a comment in from Dead Fan Man. The defensive depth on this team is getting nasty. I don't expect Cunningham to make this roster. Right. Yeah, because like I pointed out before, Cunningham has been injury prone in three of his last 4 seasons with the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Had a good year with the Eagles. So it's just the Titans and the Broncos. But either way, at any rate, the Tigers do have the best record in the in Major League Baseball, of course. Look at all the standings. Tigers a half game ahead of the Yankees and Cubs, 38-21. But something is off. I feel that something is off with their offense, of course. As I close these 2 tabs out, I'm going to turn back on the screen sharing yet again. Tigers ahead of the Yankees and Cubs by a game and a half. The New York Mets again as well, and Philadelphia Phillies. So Yankees, Cubs, Mets, and Phillies all a game and a half back of the Tigers for the best record in Major League Baseball and highest winning percentage altogether. So, yeah, then we got the Dodgers, 35-22, 2 games back of the best record in winning percentage. So, as I pointed out, I feel that something is missing. The Tigers' offense. I want to point out a couple bats that are really lacking. Andy Ibanez, 220 average, 638 OPS. And then as I go to today's game, Trey Sweeney, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today and a 1-0 loss. I know Tarek Skubal pitched only 90, threw 90 pitches. I think he still should have pitched the 8th inning, to be honest with you. But the real focus is the offense. My real focus is the offense, or lack thereof. Trey Sweeney, 225 average, 603 OPS. Those numbers on Andy Ibanez and Trey Sweeney are not that good. So, from what I can tell, what the Tigers do need ahead of the trade deadline is a better bat. I know Jake Berger, of course. Yeah, he's a catcher, but he's got a bat, of course. Yeah, the Texas Rangers. Complete stats. There we go. 632 OPS. No, so that's not good. So, but Yeah, I forgot to click on Go Live on Instagram. My apologies, but the Tigers need an extra bat ahead over Ibanez and Sweeney. So as I share on Instagram Live, of course, the numbers on the Houston Texans, great. Last 4 seasons, 20, only 30 games played in his last 4 seasons total, including the great season with the Philadelphia Eagles. And what this means for Alex Anzalone, of course, Alex Anzalone is a vital piece. He's the number 1 linebacker on the Lions roster, at least in my eyes. Of course, Alex Anzalone is on a holdout for his contract, a contract holdout. Malcolm Rodriguez, MCL and PCL injury. And the Lions road games against the Packers, Ravens, Bengals, and the Chiefs. The Lions need to find a way to keep Anzalone in Detroit. Yeah, that is much needed. And the Lions are aware that, starting at the top with general manager Brad Holmes. But back to Sweeney and Ibanez. Ibanez, again, 220, average 638 OPS, and Trey Sweeney, 225, average 603 OPS. Yeah, these are not good whatsoever. Well, at least Ibanez's OPS is not good enough. Of course, then we got McKinstry's average and OPS, 266, 768. It's a little bit better. His numbers have gone down. Javier Baez's numbers have gone down as well. 273, 755, 273 average, 755 OPS. I mean, these numbers are still decent, but he was hitting over 300 with almost 1,000 OPS, almost a 1,000 OPS. Dylan Dingler, he's been great. Despite I know it's all for 2 today. It was a walk. Got a walk, 3 for 3 last night. 299 average, 788 OPS. His OPS could be a little bit better, but his average is great. 299. Wencel Perez, 308, 972 OPS. Torkelson's regressed, of course, but at a 239 average, but his OPS is still 864. Riley Green, 267 average, 820 OPS. Gleyber Torres, 274 average, 801 OPS. Colt Keith has slightly improved, 237 average, 716 OPS. Kerry Carpenter has improved as of late, but not quite good enough. 268 average, 768 OPS. So the Tigers do need some kind of bat. Of course, the Tigers don't need Jake Berger. Of course. So that's pretty much it. So what did we learn? Of course, the Lions got more linebacker help. Well, at least a little bit, just not very much. And Alex Anzalone is hoping for a better contract, hopefully with the Detroit Lions. And the Tigers need better offense ahead of the MLB non-waiver trade deadline. and Det Fan Man wanted to comment real quick. Is there a difference with the Ragnow and Anzalone situations? Ragnow, yeah, he's in a holdout too. So they both seem mostly hung up by the money guarantees. Smells like the same problem with Tate. Golden Tate, yet 30 of 32 second round picks remain unsigned. That's a good point. Ragnow, yeah, Golden Tate, he was in a holdout when he played with the Lions in the past about a decade ago, or Tate Ratledge rather didn't sign yet. No, so yeah, that kind of Tate, gotcha. So thanks very much. Yeah, I didn't know which Tate you meant, but anyway, the Lions are adding Cunningham as at least either a backup or a reserve. I would say reserve, of course, if he were to make the roster, which Det Fan Man pointed out is unlikely. And then Alex Anzalone, of course, hoping for a better contract. And then the Tigers need a better offense ahead of the MLB trade deadline. So that's everything that we've learned in this episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Let me take a sip of my water. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos. Turn on all notifications on the bell icon and click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes and check out its shorts videos. Listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music / Audible, Castbox. These are still pending, of course. Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and Gio7. Also on social media, follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page. And follow me on X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky at DT2Phillips. Also on YouTube at DT2Phillips. Also on Twitch at DT2Phillips1984. Business shout-outs go to Athletical Physical Therapy on business support shout-outs go to Athletical Physical Therapy on Woodward and Ferndale, the B4 Foundation, Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Cops and Donuts, Front Porch Suttons Bay, Creative Embroidery of Cadillac for designing the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast logo on my long sleeve shirt and t-shirt. Cuts by Melanie in Lake City. I just recently got the best haircut that Melanie Rosted Shooty has ever gotten. The El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Hooters of Saginaw, Flint, and Taylor. It's a Denise Jewelry in Lake City. Let's roll with it. Rolled ice cream in Cadillac. Edo Ramen, Detroit's best Japanese restaurant in Southfield. The Jagged Fork, Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate. Cali Tickets. Call 877-225-8425 or visit CaliTickets.com. Goodman Acker, Northwestern Technological Institute. Meyer, Michigan Coffee Company. Northern Auto Lab, Positive Chimney and Fireplace. Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social Restaurant. Misaki Golf Course in Lake City. Union Barber in Birmingham and Ferndale. United Food Service Solutions of Grand Ledge. Fletcher's Pub, Texas Corners, Kalamazoo. United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield. J&H Family Stores. Alpine Chocolate House. Detroit Wing Company. The Michigan Theater of Jackson. Northville Sports Den. Simply Delightful and Well-Being with Catherine Palms. Once again, I'm Taylor Phillips. Signing off from I will talk to you another time. Until then, we observe and detect the truth about Michigan sports because the truth is out there. Stay on the lookout and stay truthful. Ta-ta for now. Hit him with a hind.